Welcome back, guys. As a side note, remember to visit dustloop.com. That's where I'm getting most of my strategy and where I'm learning about the game. It's a really useful site for information about this game. But other than that, let's talk about the gameplay some more. Oh, and if you hear me talk about numbers, a lot of strategy guides I've seen so far is using a numeric input format, which is basically looking at your keyboard on the right side, and where you see those the number pad. That's how you're gonna do the moves. That's pretty much. I'll try to explain it as easy as possible. If I press back for dash, that'll be number 4, and that's pressing 4 twice. Or forward dash, I'll be pressing 6 twice. Just to give you an example. Anyways, here in the games, you can see you have the dashes on the bottom, and you can also jump in the air and dash. So you can double dash in the air, double dash forward, double dash back. You can super jump by pressing down up, or you can call it 2-8. You can also do super jumps with some of the characters, do dash in the air too. Forget about Tager on the right, he can't do any of these because he's too big. Let's take a look right here. You can crouch and block any direction, as you can see. Let's use Tager as an example. Block on the bottom, or block in the air. Tool in the game, it's really good stuff. Take a look at it right here. Forget to mention about that. You can change anything you want to practice. It's really extensive. Here we have barrier block. As you can see, if you hit them while they're barrier blocking, you'll get pushed back, which gives them enough time to counter you, so be careful. And it also drains the bar from the barrier, so it won't regenerate. So be careful about using your barrier, because once you're out, you have to wait till the next round to be able to use it again. Here you have the barrier burst, an example of it. How much barrier energy you have left is how far the burst is, but it uses up the remaining energy to push the enemy back, so be careful on using it. So once you're out of energy, that's pretty much it, until the next round, of course. Right now, the glowing white flash you see is called a instant block, so you block right before an opponent attack. Pretty much you'll take less time to recover from the block, and your heat gauge will fill up a bit. You can also get the timing down on this and pretty much interrupt combos. Here you can see rapid cancel by pressing ABC at the same time. What happens is that, let's say you're in the middle of a combo and you want to chain another one, press rapid cancel, or if you're blocking, you can counter. It also consumes about 50% of your heat gauge. Quick example of a counter hit: basically hit the enemy while they're in the middle of their attack and takes them longer to recover, so you can pull off combos. Example of counter assault: basically when you're blocking, you press forward AB real quick after the block. It'll take away 50% of your heat gauge, and you can counterattack your enemy. This is an example of a clash where both players' attacks are intersecting each other at the right moment, so basically no one takes damage, but there's ways to recover from this and to counter. Of course, here's your taunts. Throws and air throws. Keep in mind your throws can be countered if the opponent presses BC at the same time also. BC is the throw command. And also, some throws are special, therefore they can't be blocked if used as counters or if they're special in general. And finally, I left this last because this is very important. Let's say you get hit in the air or on the ground, you're getting juggled, etc. You need to roll, because this command is really important. By pressing directional ABC and timing it right, you can actually roll out of your enemy's way so you don't get hit. You can also roll in the air too, so it's good. You can call it recovery if you want to. Anyway, just a little heads up, back to basics. By depending on how I hold my directional keys, I can perform different moves. For my character, you can see different abilities of what happens. And don't forget that each character does have specials. Depending on how you use your special, you could utilize it in different ways. That's why I like Rachel, because I like to think about my specials and how to trap my opponents, mess around and then pull up combos. Frog that electrifies. You can manipulate the on-screen projectiles and wind, my projectiles, enemy projectiles, etc. with my drive. I'll throw a pumpkin head here and use the wind to shoot him towards the enemy. Oh, and just a quick side note, button mashers, you can try that, but I doubt it'll work unless the person is new, because, yeah, tried it last night for fun and got my ass whooped a lot of times. Finally, last but not least, every character has 1 or 2 distortion drives. Usually it's very flashy, require amount of heat gauge to use it. And, oh, and finally, Astral Finish. basically just call them fatalities with conditions like it has to be the final round of the match. You know, target has to be 20% of their HP left, and your heat gauge has to be 100%. Pull these finishing moves and instantly win the round. I'm gonna start part 3 right now. It's gonna be done really quick. It's being encoded since the multiplayer takes up more than the time I have left. So we're gonna continue from there at part 3.